Hey, Algebra 2 students, Mr. Mock again. It's movie number 2, helping you to prepare for tomorrow's quiz. This one we were working with complex numbers, so I've got 3 problems here that we're going to simplify. Alright, starting with the first one is the square root of negative 54. So right away what I'm thinking about is this 54. I don't know the square root of 54. I need to break that up somehow. I need to think of numbers that go into 54 that I can do the square root of. And my mind's going to 9 times 6. What do you guys think? 9 times 6? Can I do the square root of 9? Sure can. Can I do the square root of 6? No, and I can't factor 6 down any further. So what I'm going to get here is when I do the square root of 9, that's 3. Square root of negative 1 we already know is I, and then we have the square root of 6. So that's 3I square root of 6. Okay? So once I broke it down here, I was looking for things I can do the square root of. I can do the square root of 9. That's where the 3 comes in. The square root of negative 1 we know is I. And the square root of 6 we just keep it. Doesn't change. Let's go to the next one. Simplifying. So here, the I represents, it has the same properties as a variable for this type of problem. So you can imagine that I is really just an x, right? So now I'm going to rewrite this, taking away the parentheses. I've got to distribute the negative, so it'll be negative 4. Negative negative 8 is a positive 8i. Okay? So negative, we're distributing that negative through. So now I have 3 minus 4 will be negative 1. And 6i and 8i, that's going to be a total of 14 i's. Alright? And that's how you would simplify that second one. Alright, so the I has the same properties as a variable, and you just combine like terms. Last one. Here, we're going to do 3i times 8i. Again, using the I having properties as a variable, that's going to be 24i squared, right? But let's think about what that means. I, remember, represents the square root of negative 1 times the square root of negative 1. So whenever you have I squared, you're really just multiplying a square root by a square root, which means that 24 is going to be multiplied by negative 1. So your final answer here is going to be negative 24. Alright, so think of it, it's just the same way as if we had the square root of x times the square root of x. That's going to be x, because the radicals cancel each other out. Alright, same thing goes here. You get negative 1. Alright? Or, better example yet, square root of 4 times the square root of 4 equals 4, right? Because it'll be 2 times 2 is 4. Same with square root of 9 times the square root of 9. 3 times 3 is going to be just back to 9. Those radicals basically cancel each other out and gives you that negative 1. So your final answer for this one is going to be negative 24. Alright guys, I hope that helps. I got students coming in now. I'll check you later.